Greetings, anchored men. This is what you must do in your singlehood. Are you single, looking to get married, or not actually interested in getting married, but just wants to enjoy your singlehood and have a good one? On this series, I'm going to give us a few things that I believe are important. We anchor them in scripture on what we can do to enjoy our singlehood. My name is Precious Cole, and you're watching The Anchored Man. Now, in Genesis chapter 2, we are introduced into Adam in his singlehood. God has created him, he has given him some work to do. And in Genesis, we use that a lot when we are talking to young people about dating and marriages and so on and so forth. And it's interesting in verse 18, which I'll just read, we hear this verse a lot. And the Lord said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him." It's interesting to me that this request for a helper didn't come from Adam. It actually came from God, which makes me ask the question, if God had not asked this question, would Adam have come to a place where he would have felt the need for a spouse and ask for one? If God never asked, would Adam have asked? We don't know. But the second question to ask is, what is it that Adam has that makes him happy in his singlehood? Two things, I'll start with one. The first thing which Adam has, which all of us need to have and pursue in our singlehood, is that Adam is in a relationship with God. Adam knows God. Adam understands God. He is with God in the Garden of Eden. And because of that, he is okay, he is content, is it content? Yes. And he is satisfied in that state. One of the most important things you need to do as a young person to enjoy your singlehood is that you must be in a relationship with God. The importance of being in a relationship with God is this. A relationship with God completes you. It fulfills you. It gives you joy, such that your need for a relationship is not arising from the point that you think you're incomplete, and so you need a human being who is coming to complete you. No human being in their fallenness can complete a human being, another human being. We don't get complete when we get married. We get complemented. It's a complementary kind of effect. Someone comes and fits into you, and then there's a formidable force. A relationship with God guarantees your joy in that you're fulfilled in God. I have said it here before of a person that I know who is in her late 50s, but still trusting God for her husband. And I asked her, why? How have you kept it all that long? You've never, in a society that pressures you to get married. She said, it's because I have learned to find my fulfillment in God. It's important that you're in a relationship with God. I'll tell you a few reasons why. Anybody that has not encountered the love of God will be limited in how they can love you. There is a certain degree of love that the love of God will teach you. It's only when you've encountered the love of God that you can love someone unconditionally. That I love you not because of what you're able to do for me, but because I have chosen to love you, because that's the kind of love we have received. Only someone who has encountered the love of God can actually be able to love you fully and forgive you. Out there, the view of forgiveness is very skewed. I once wronged someone whom I went to apologize to, gave me a piece of glass and told me, drop it down. Drop it down, it breaks. And they told me, say sorry to it. Did it come back to its original place? No. That's how useless your sorry is. That's the standard of what apology looks to the world. But if you've encountered the forgiveness of God, you understand that every other time I have sinned, I've fallen short of the glory of God, I come back and God is able to receive me. And it's only when you've encountered that kind of love that you can be able to forgive your spouse, to forgive your friends. So anybody that has not encountered the love of God will be limited in how they can love you. So what am I saying? A relationship with God is important. They need to be in a relationship with God before they are in a relationship with other people. If your vertical relationship is not okay, all your horizontal relationships are going to struggle. So it's important, like Adam, let's pursue a relationship with God. That's the genesis of every other thing. And that's where we find our source. That's where we learn to love unconditionally. Because God's love for you is not dependent on anything you can give back or do to him. In the next video, I'm going to give you the second reason. I hope you'll be there. and I pray that this will bless you. Share it with anybody that you think they need to know a relationship with God is important, because it really, really is important. See you in our next episode. God bless you.